This is Nazim himself. Look what they did to him. They made him handsome. They made him handsome, and I don't know why. Hello. Hi. Hello, everyone. I really hope this is working. Yeah, hi, I'm Ceruka Streams, and welcome to my very, very first stream. And I just want to give like a really brief intro to who I am and what my goals are as a streamer, seeing as I don't have a debut, and then I will get straight back into it. The entire point of my channel is that my favorite thing in the world is passion. My favorite thing in the world is passion, whether it's that kind of all-consuming, excitement-driven love that just sort of grips you when you get a new special interest and it won't let you go. And I don't just love that in myself when I get a new hobby or a new video game comes out, new anime or something, you know, and I get all into fan art and fan fic and stuff. But I also really love seeing that passion in other people. I've been part of a lot of nerd communities, both online and in person, and I really love seeing other people just go absolutely nuts. I love hearing people's special interests. Yes, the hyperfixation train, that's what this channel is going to be about, and I really want this channel to be a safe space for people to rant about their hyperfixations, not just me, but the chat as well. I'm really hoping that chat, I'm wanting this to be a community where we have, you know, probably a small group of excited regulars that can tell me about their latest things. I want to hear about your latest, you know, anime, book, manga, TV show, nostalgic game that you've returned to recently, or a science project or craft project that you're interested in. I want to share my passions, but I also want to hear about other people, so that's kind of the vibe I'm going for my channel, and I hope that the people here appreciate that and enjoy it. I want everyone to enjoy themselves here. I've put a lot of thought into this. It's something I've been thinking of for a while, and I'm really excited that I'm actually ready. On my birthday week, no less, actually. It's my birthday this week, and so that means it's also Ceruka's birthday, my character. My character now has their birthday kind of the same time as me, which is kind of cool. Oh, thank you, chat. Yes, happy birthday. My model was made by Lishi. They're a fantastic artist. You can find them on Blue Sky and a couple other platforms. I've put their links in my description and credits, and they've made a whole bunch of emotes for this little character as well that I can jump between. Really affordable too for a first time VTuber, because obviously not everyone has thousands of dollars to spend on a model. And I really like their art style, so yeah, go give them a shout out. So this is no ordinary Skyrim. No. This is a 580 gigabyte Skyrim. It has 3,700 plus mods. I don't even know all the mods that are in this, and I am exploring it as on screen, I guess. No, Callista, you don't need to know normal Skyrim. I am a big lore nerd. I'm a big Elder Scrolls lore nerd. I've played, you know, from Daggerfall back in the day, Elder Scrolls Online. I've read some of the books. So I will be sort of talking and explaining some of the lore as I go, and we can have a chat about it. And the reason I chose this mod pack over other mod packs is that it's all lore accurate. So everything you find in it, obviously there's a lot of fun Skyrim mods. There's, you know, lightsabers and adding whole new areas and stuff. But what I like about this is it adds a lot of new content, and all of it is entirely lore accurate. So Lorerim is a Skyrim overhaul mod pack that was put together by a person called Biggie Boss, and you can just Google Lorerim, Lorerim, and it is a highly curated mod pack. So you've got that nearly 4,000 mods, and they're all put together. They are specially ordered and organized so that you don't have to fiddle with the mods too much. They actually work in order and don't crash. And they're curated so that they're lore accurate and they work together. So chapter 1 was the first mod pack this person put together. Chapter 2 is the second mod pack this person put together with a couple of updates. And I believe as of Christmas Day, actually, chapter 3 came out. But That is another 600 gigs of download, so I will not be downloading that for right now. I want to actually play the game, you know? No, you do not have to have Chapter 1 or the previous chapters installed. They are entirely separate mod packs, so I just have Chapter 2. I don't need Chapter 1 installed, and if you wanted to go and grab the latest one that came out on Christmas, Chapter 3, you can just go and install that. I will not hold everyone in suspense any longer, and I'm actually going to start up the game. So for Lorerim, I have prepared 3 different playthroughs that I'm doing. Because Lorerim is such a huge, expansive game, I'm not going to be able to experience all of it on one character. It's just not going to happen. So what I've done is I've made 3 different characters that have started in entirely different regions of Skyrim, well, of Tamriel, in fact, of the larger world. I have a classic stealth build, kind of stealth and stamina build, a full heavy armor, beefy lady build, and then I also have a mage that I'm really struggling with. The mage is so squishy, he dies all of the time. It's not good. It's not good. Maybe y'all can give me advice for that one. But I'm gonna start with, I guess, who I consider my main character. Her name is Zahara, she's a Khajiit, and she's that classic stealth archer build that we all love and know from Skyrim. Yes, this is Sky UI, is the UI overhaul. So as you can see, this is Whiterun. We're standing in the middle of Whiterun, and it looks a little bit different from what you might remember from vanilla Skyrim. There are textures galore. The AI for all of the NPCs is totally overhauled.
Another quiet day. I hope.
It's still got that Skyrim charm, you know, the way it zooms in and all these sorts of things. Another thing I really like about it is to facilitate the AI being a lot more complex, there's a lot of fan voice acting in it, which is actually very high quality. I often can't tell it apart from the vanilla voice acting, to be honest, which is fantastic. And a lot of people have put a lot of work into this. One of the things in Lorerim is that you have to actually eat and drink and sleep and stay warm. So it's got a couple of survival-based mechanics that I have turned to kind of a middle setting so that it's not getting in the way of my adventuring, but it's like an extra fun challenge. So as you can see, the textures are pretty gorgeous. The town is very vibrant and alive. The great thing about Skyrim is it's been out for nearly 15 years. And while it is a huge game, it is also a finite space, I guess. And it has a lot of fans. Oh, look at that lighting. I'm going to take a screenshot there. It is a finite space, which means that fans, again, it's the passion that I love. These nerdy fans, autistic special interest or not, have just built, they've hand-placed every flower, every item. Let's just walk into a random shop. I'm going to zoom into first-person mode. But as you can see, kind of every single thing is lovingly placed. These rugs are entirely modded in. I know that's a weird thing to look at and say. But just the textures and everything, the way things are placed. Buildings now all have like living spaces. Like this is someone's house as well as the blacksmith shop. And it shows. They actually make these spaces feel lived in, you know? Oh, look at that lighting. Look at that. Wow. They don't get worried about you wandering around their house during the daytime if it's a shop. But if it is not a shop and it's just their house, or if it's out of business... Did that man just disappear? Did anyone else see that? Whoa. Oh dear. Look, these are they're multiplying. Why are them? Okay. Alright. We're leaving. This is getting scary. That is one thing about this. It is still at its core Skyrim. It has a lot of... Oh, here's Ayla the Huntress. Somebody obviously likes her because they made her really hot in this mod. You could argue that she was hot to start with.
Also my big brother. He's always there to provide me guidance where I need it.
Oh god, I'm getting so distracted. Are you okay? I'm getting very distracted by chat and everything. Again, it is my first stream, so I'm hoping I get into a flow of it. Thank you everyone for bearing with me.
Stay out of trouble, Khajiit.
I didn't talk to you. That feels racist. Well, they added racism? No, that's base game. Goodness, I'm getting very distracted. Yes, they've changed the skill trees and everything. That is one thing that I will show now. It's really funny. I had a whole order planned. For this stream, and now I'm just like, ooh, shiny things, and bumping in. Oh, hello. We've got another raid. That's so exciting.
A few moments later.
Oh, exactly. Streams are meant to be chaotic, and I thrive in the chaos. So as long as we're all having fun, that's the point. So it does still look like that same kind of night sky. You put in different skill points, but the actual skills themselves are very different. And you'll notice that, say, like the speech tree looks very different. So one of the things they added is that speech actually contributes to how strong your shouts are and your which is fantastic. There's also not just haggling, but there's also intimidation and persuasion, and they're more likely to come up. I don't remember if those are in vanilla. Yeah, sometimes it's hard for me to remember what was in vanilla now that I've been playing this for a little while. Honestly, I've been enjoying this so much. I actually, honest to God, got a new computer. 90%, like 10% so I could stream, 90% so I could play this exact mod pack. It's fantastic. I've also given it on a hard drive to everybody else in my house, and now we're all playing Skyrim again for the first time in 10 years. Fantastic. Fantastic. But yeah, the skill trees are pretty different. So like alchemy, you have to actually have your first point in alchemy to be able to know anything about ingredients. Like, you know how you just eat them in Skyrim? Well, unless you have a point in alchemy, you can't do anything. Unless you have a point in, your first point in block, you will just get run over if you try to block with the shield. Unless you have a point in smithing, you actually can't build anything. So craftsmanship, this first point, you need it to be able to make ingots at all. Which is kind of nice, but you do get more skill points to make up for this. So it's based on the Requiem system, which is a particular mod system. It has different stances. So different like types of aggressive stance. I'm trying to remember which one I was in. I was in that one where you knock over people. Curved swords. Wow, I'm ADHD. So yeah, combat is a lot harder. It's designed to be a little bit more realistic. So like an arrow to the throat will probably one-shot even really high-level enemies. Even my level 12 Khajiit probably dies to 1 or 2 hits from a great axe. There's a lot more dodging. One thing I want to show you all is that I actually have a follower with me. Some of you may have picked up on this already. She is a very traditional Wood Elf follower. She's from the Ori of the Forest mod pack. Yeah, she's fantastic. She's a stealth archer as well, so I felt like she really went nicely together. Has she got a tummy ache? No, Tomas. I think she got stabbed. What happened to her eye? I think it's just a way of representing that she has been hurt. So what I really like about her, while she's in Skyrim, she's a very traditional Bosmer. She follows the Bosmer culture, the Bosmeri culture, which means that she follows the Green Pact, which means she doesn't like to hurt plants at all. She refuses to use anything made of plant matter. So she has a bone bow.
Got anything?
Her armor is made of scales and leather only. There's no like flax or cotton in it. As you can see, she's got bone handle, bone bow, that sort of stuff. Strange meat in her inventory. Yeah, she's got quite sharp teeth. And she will talk about the Green Pact as you get to know her. I think she is romanceable. I am not at that point with her yet, but I did track down via footprints a bear in the forest and kill it, and then her follower points went way up. So she seems to have some sort of reputation system built into her. She acknowledges when I do things she likes. For example, if I kill something, if I skin the animal and take its meat, she'll like that because I'm not wasting food, etc. Jetmock says Khajiit look different based upon where they were born in the lunar cycle, from about 8 foot tall to literally talking house cats. Yes, I've noticed that too, and I love this. I absolutely... This is a normal house cat, not a Khajiit. He's very plump, actually. Hello. I've noticed that too, Jetmox, and it's fantastic. I'll see if I can find the roaming Khajiit caravans to show people. They have the Khajiit that are, the Senchals, everything like that from Elder Scrolls Online as well. Which I absolutely adore. All the cities are completely overhauled and added to, expanded to, so they really feel like cities. Instead of having, as Annie Austin sort of points out in his essays on unemployment and things like that, they actually have proper populations of about 80 people wandering around instead of like 10. They're all given, everyone is given lore accurate names in this. Including any random bandits you come across. I came across a bandit who was called, like, someone the Innocent. I found this out after I killed them. Hello, you two. Oh, there's actual blood. Are you having a practice fight or not?
This better be good. In a fight, if you see a big wind
She's
get
just
out of the way or bash
stopping
him
to
with the
talk to
shield.
me.
Attacks like that go right through a regular block.
Okay.
Until next time.
But as you can see, yeah, the city is a lot more lively. There's a lot more added back streets and whole, like, areas, whole new shops and such, which I do really appreciate. I was going to go up to the Cloud District because Tomas ages ago requested we see the Cloud District in all its glory. I just, honestly, I love just walking around and feeling like I'm living in this world. It feels so much more alive and vibrant. Like, you look at Yorskravir there, the birds overhead, the mountains in the distances. I don't have any shouts yet. Dragons don't exist in this world just yet. So what I have done as this particular Khajiit character is I did an alternate start where I was a hunter in the woods around Falkreath Hold for about my first kind of 10 levels. Again, this mod pack is quite hard. You die all the time for your first couple, like 5 levels. And as I was doing that, I saw Alduin himself in the distance. And he attacked and ransacked the town of Helgen, which I was kind of nearby, but not in at the time. And there were canonically no survivors from this at all. And so it fell to me to come and warn Balgruuf, the Jarl. My character is still the Dragonborn, they just don't know it yet. So I came and I spoke to Jarl Balgruuf and he was like, oh, thank you for warning me about the dragon attack. And then his court wizard, this guy, who has a
I
very
thought you were
interesting...
already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow.
Yes, told me to go to Bleak Falls Barrow to retrieve some things, so items so that we can learn more about this dragon attack.
The Jarl said retrieving that stone
But other
tablet
than
is a priority.
Alduin, no dragons have appeared yet, even though I've been wandering kind of all over the world. Let me show the map. The map is very pretty, in my opinion. Very pretty. As you can see, I have, for my first 10 levels, I've wandered around a lot of kind of Falkreath. I was hunting and killing things, making a living off the land. Again, had to eat and drink. Making enough money to spend the night in inns and stuff to sleep and level up, because you get exhausted if you don't sleep enough. And then, yeah, eventually I came kind of near Helgen, saw the dragon, and then the questline started to go warn Balgruuf, and the whole kind of vanilla plotline started. So yeah, so this character is going to start the main plotline. They're going to be my, quotation, main character, my Khajiit stealth archer. Part of the reason I got my character to level 12 first was, 1, so I stopped dying, because I thought that'd be a boring stream, and 2, so that I knew what I was doing enough to explain it to everybody. I thought it would be more fun to know what I was doing and point things out to people. But there are more mods than you can possibly think of. Magic is overhauled. We'll show you when I get to my mage character. Everything is overhauled and is much more fun and engaging than vanilla, in my opinion, without changing the base feel of Skyrim. It still feels like a Skyrim game, you know, like Elder Scrolls game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in this stream, end up actually going to Bleak Falls Barrow. But there's one thing I want to do first. I I have a quest from the companions. I got a couple of things I got to hand in town that I thought people might want to see. And then I have a quest from the companions to clear out this cave over here, Grey Winter Watch. I went to attempt it before the stream. Trolls. Trolls, lots of trolls. Trolls regenerate their health instantly if not hit with fire. It is actually impossible to kill trolls. That is why I'm here. I've been saving up my money. So let's please have a fire spell. Your name is Secret Fire. If you don't have a fire spell, I will be a little annoyed. So these are all alteration class spells, conjuration class spells. I like that they're color coded. That definitely helps. Destruction. Leech. Ember, here you go. That doesn't sound very strong though. Firebolt. Flames, that's the one I want. Arcane weapon, entropic bolt, fire weapon. Ooh. Let's grab that. And I think that's probably enough spells for now. Illusory wolf. But yeah, as you can see, magic is completely overhauled. There's a lot of things. Poison comes under the restoration class, kind of like in D&D 5e, but also kind of infection. We've got like radiant damage, which isn't a thing in base game, which is separate. We've got wards, which are like shield spells that are fantastic. You can... health leeching is under restoration, radiant weapons, slay living. Oh. Huh. But yeah, I think they took concepts from a lot of 5e spells, to be honest.
You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join
No,
the Mage's
my
College in
Khajiit is not
Winterhold.
good at that, and that's where my Argonian is. I wouldn't want to intrude. Oh, look at that. I just wanted to again point out how lovingly everything is placed. Again, it is a long time this game's been out, and finite space. I really love that unlike vanilla, you walk in and you're like, yes, a court mage lives here and works here. Here's all the alchemy ingredients, a bunch of scrolls. In this corner, you've got so many books over here. Writing desk, enchanting table. Shrieking fundamentalists. Yeah, Ori, this town is pretty racist, but it's actually not as bad as some of the other towns that we'll go to later. As you can just see, this is very different from vanilla in terms of how decorated, opulent, and lived in it feels. NPCs have a lot more to say, there's a lot more clutter. Alright, so I've bought a bunch of fire spells. But I can't use them yet. I can't actually use them yet. I'm gonna sit under, ooh, this great tree. This great sapling, Kinnereth sapling. I'm gonna go to my inventory. I'm gonna go, okay. Let's learn the apprentice ones first. Now, I've not studied this tome before with my current knowledge because this character is not a magic user. They are quite bad at magic. So it will take them 5 hours to learn this book. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And 5 hours are going to pass. So unlike just instantly learning spells in vanilla, I actually got to study, which is kind of cool. It takes time to read it? Yeah. Ooh, ooh. Did we just see that? So, this is now my max walking speed, apparently. As you can see in my health bar in the bottom corner, my stamina is rapidly going down, but my max stamina is also hurt. And so is my max magicka. Not quite a dizzy spell. It's more that because I sat and read for 5 hours, that's a very ADHD thing to do. I haven't eaten in 5 hours. And so my stamina depletes because I haven't eaten in 5 hours. So let's eat some food. Alright, I'm gonna have potato soup. That sounds good. And there's an actual little eating animation, which is different when you have a table in front of you or not. As you can see, my stamina is now no longer... max stamina is no longer hurt. But it is still dropping rapidly. And that's because I'm tired. You can see that magicka, max magicka goes down when you're tired. I guess because magicka is sort of mental fortitude in this game. And I'm very tired. It's currently...
Blah, 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 blah.
Yes, Ori. That is Nazim.
What is it that you want?
This is Nazim himself. Look what they did to him. They made him handsome. They made him handsome, and I don't know why. Yassified Nazim. What do you do around here?
I actually advise the Jarl on political matters. My input
I
is
can't believe if
invaluable,
anyone else here
of course,
plays
but
Genshin
this is all
Impact.
probably a-
Nazim has the same voice actor in English as Zhongli, so I always find it funny to have a little chat to him. As you can see, because my stamina is drained, it's currently counting me as over encumbered because my max stamina has been dropped from being tired.
meant to be all
Can I have a little sleep?
If it's
Yes,
working,
yes, same voice
how
actor.
about chopping up
Yes,
some wood
I'm
for
a
the
huge fan of
fires?
voice actors. Voice actors is one of my other special interests that you may hear me chatting about. I will watch an anime and be like, oh, wow, I know that voice actor, and go look it up, and I'm nearly always
Of course.
correct.
Come on in.
NPCs in the tavern are a lot more lively as well, I find. It's not too busy right now because it's only 5:20 PM, as you can see in the bottom left corner of my screen. If I recognize anyone in Skyrim, well, there's Nazim. Not in Skyrim, but in Elder Scrolls Online, Travis Willingham, who's very famous from Critical Role, is actually the voice of several NPCs, mostly Redguard characters and Nords, in Elder Scrolls Online. I heard his voice and was like, no way, and looked it up and it was him, so... This particular character, I'm role-playing them more as a goody two-shoes. Oh god, everyone's coming in. It's 6:30 AM! What are you all doing here? My god. Alright. Oh, god, it is bucketing out here. Wow, okay. It is hard to see. I'm getting drenched. While this game looks beautiful and the lighting's fantastic, it also means that it is genuinely dark sometimes. Night vision helps a little bit on this Khajiit. And maybe that's why they're all inside. That's a very good point, actually. That is probably why they're all inside. I'm gonna head into the Temple of Kinnereth, because that's my next stop, and to get out of this rain.
Where's all the singing, the dancing, the human
Ori, it's not that
sacrifice?
kind of temple. We're not, not everyone's a Bosma. Now, Ori is also praying to Kinnereth. The Bosma do like Kinnereth again, god of the wind and plants and the sky. I have chosen this as my deity in this game because that's one of the mods. So you can have deities. So as my Khajiit is kind of a hunter, I thought for a little while about whether they followed Hircine, who is the devil lord of the hunt, or Kinnereth. So that's a very good question, Thomas. I will show that to you now. So as a follower of Kinnereth, I increase my follower percentage, like how much I'm in Kinnereth's favor. Whenever I explore a new location, raise my stamina, or pray. And it likes when I pray outdoors, but this temple counts as outdoors, I believe. If I ever break a single law of Skyrim, I go immediately to 0, and I stop losing, I lose all these benefits. So, the benefits, basically I get stronger stamina, I can sprint much faster when I'm outside, and it's easier to track animals. Are there any really weird gods? Well, there are some very weird gods. So there's the Aedra, which are generally the good aligned gods as we think of them, and there are 8. There are 8 gods. For those who don't know that, there's currently a civil war about whether there are 8 or 9 happening. Oh goodness. I'm gonna try and put a is that gonna help? A little bit. Torch helps a little bit. The Wabberjack guy, yes. So there are 9, 8/8 divine, Aedra, and then there are about 13, I think, Daedra, which are devil lords, which are not necessarily battle aligned. Hircine is the god of the hunt. A lot of them are neutral rather than, like, evil aligned. Yeah. Wow, it does actually, like, stop raining when you're under shelter. That's really cool. A lot of video games don't implement that. I think it's quite hard. Like, Zelda games don't seem to. Someone left their sweet roll. Would it be a crime to steal it? Mike's sweet roll. Taking it. So the Daedra, yes, they're generally.
Hope nobody misses that.
It didn't say it was stealing. I wonder if it. Does Mike Sweetroll have a different? Yeah, Mike Sweetroll restores less things than the normal Sweetroll. Fascinating. The Daedra are really interesting. They're kind of neutral aligned. There is the god of madness and chaos, Sheogorath. That was very cool lightning. Well, I mean, maybe it wasn't shit until it was left out soggy in the rain. Honestly, wouldn't mind if you wanted to do that, Ori. We can go find some trees for you. Yeah, maybe it wasn't shit till it was left out in the rain. But yeah, Sheogorath is the god of madness. He is the creator of the Wabberjack, an item in game that completely randomizes targets. So that's fun. I think I'm gonna read another book because I still need to learn these spells. So I learnt Fire Rune. I want to learn Flames. Here you go. This one's only going to take me 1 hour because I'm getting better at reading. I am practiced. There's meant to be an animation of me reading the book, which you saw earlier, but holding a torch seems to have disrupted it. I am peckish. You can see there's a tiny dint in my stamina bar. Let's see how long the next one, the last one takes. Another 5 hours. Eh, fuck it. Let's do another 5 hours of reading. Make sure we're all prepared to go fight these trolls. Alrighty, what I also like about this mod pack, you'll notice when I go through doors and such, the game actually pauses for me. So if the loading screen took a long time, it doesn't because my computer's great. But if it did, it would mean that I wouldn't instantly die upon, say, entering a cave. Okay, so our plan now, we're going to set out, we're going to go maybe kill some trolls, I'll show you how combat works, and maybe die, we'll see. Depending on how that goes, then I'm going to head to Bleak Falls Barrow. Yes, I hope I can kill the trolls, we'll see. We will see. Alright. So we've got this hold down one. Oh, I have like no magicka. That's good. That's gonna be fun. In which case... Fire weapon, okay. It is a power instead.
It's so nice and
I seem to need...
Shall we stay a while?
It is nice and warm, but we got trolls to hunt, Ori, sorry. It is really coming down, hey? It is very cool. It's very cool. I've not seen it rain this hard in Lorerim yet. There's gentle showers and stuff, but... I do like that even the roads look different. Like, this is the road outside of Whiterun. And you can see that there's these... Be careful not to slip. I don't know if that's a... And that might be a mechanic, actually. That might be a mechanic. I'd have to see. But I love just all these little details. Again, finite space that has had years of loving work put into it. Vanilla Skyrim looks, unmodded Skyrim looks so bland to me right now. So we're gonna kill the trolls. I'm gonna save. I realized I haven't saved this whole time. So let's... Oh, can you guys hear fighting up ahead? Or... I thought I heard a person's voice. Now let's try the fire. When I press that button, nothing seems to happen. Fire weapon costs it costs 178 mana. Oh, chat, I think I'm fucked. Oh no. Oh lord. I really should have checked that. Hey. This is fine. That costs 200 and... This is not my magicka character. As you can see, I've put all my points into stamina. Oh dear. Thomas, is that meant to be a salute? Because yeah, that's what's... Look, I just saved, so let's just try. And I'm probably gonna die. So, I'm gonna shoot an arrow, and we're gonna see how quickly they heal. See that? Did everyone see that? Did y'all see how much it healed? Oh, Lord. Okay. Alright, let's go. Oh, and I'm dead. Well, that went about as well as expected. And it crashed. Yay, everyone! Clap for Skyrim! It crashed.